What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Yeti Express DFS podcast. We're going to go over some NASCAR today, but before we do, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already done so already. Helps me out with my channel. This is NASCAR, so last week we had a pretty good week. Won about $700 in NASCAR, so I'm going to kind of go over my formula and what I do and what I look at and what I use to make my picks. So we'll get back out of here. Going to the lobby. So NASCAR, one thing that's extremely important is starting position. So like Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch really have very, very minimal upside. I like to play drivers anywhere from starting position like 10 to 30. 10's even pushing it. It's hard for me to get up to 10. That's because unless you score the dominating points, like the laps led, like if you're in first, like if you start out in first, you have like almost no upside. Like Eric Almora over here, he needs to basically lead for like 100 laps and finish in first to hit his price tag. So he needs to get like every single dominator point that is possible. So the guys up top really don't have a whole lot of upside just because of place differential. Makes it really, really hard for them to be viable plays. So I'm going to give you 4 plays that I like today. And I kind of like all these top 3 guys here at the top. Harvick, Logano, and Keselowski. Just because of their starting position, it really benefits them guys well to be in those starting positions. Harvick won this race last year, so that can, tell you what he needs to do. But Harvick is a guy that can finish in first place and get you 17 bonus points on place differential, plus the win, plus he could dominate the race and lead for a certain amount of laps and get you more bonus points there. He can get you more bonus points with the fastest laps. So these guys up top, you want to usually take your best driver that is farthest away from first place. So last week for me it was Kyle Busch, and I had Denny Hamlin sneak in there and get the win, but he came out of the 12th position, so he got 11 points on the point differential. But I had a lot of Busch and a lot of Keselowski last week. So this week though, at the Folds QuikTrip500, we're gonna go with Joey Logano. Again, he's about 8 or 9 places behind Harvick and Keselowski as far as starting position. So that's just 8 more points that you could possibly have. So you want all the possible points you can get. You want the guys with the biggest upside. I have lineups with Harvick and Keselowski as well, though they're both really good plays. And then we went down. I'm just going to give you 4 picks today, guys, so that way we can keep lineups from being copied. The guy I like down low is Parker Kingerman. He's been in 4 races, so he's relatively new. His start-finish up here, he starts 34th. He's finished higher than he started in every race that he's been in. So he's not a really low upside guy, or not a really high upside guy, but he just opens up value for you. You're going to need to have a guy down here in this range, so I think he makes a lot of sense. Then I really liked Bubba this week. Again, for price and position. He's 6,600. He's going to start in 30th. He's got 4 top 10s. Here's a start finish over here on this side. So he's a good driver, and again, it's just a position play. And then our fourth driver that I'm going to give you, you can pick either Keselowski or Harvick. I think I'm going to give you Keselowski just because then that'll leave you with more salary. You can have $77.50 for the last two drivers. But Keselowski, as a driver I like every week, he's one of the guys that I root for. He's kind of all over the place, though. He's got win upside, as you can see. He's a really good driver. You can go from 18 to second, and that's 16 bonus points from place differential. Then you get points for being in second, obviously. He's a fast lap kind of guy, too. He can get you the bonus points for that. Lap sled as well, 75 lap sled in some of these races. So he can get you dominator points, and he's starting in a decent position. Now, like I said, I usually like to start and look for drivers in 20 to 40 range, but Keselowski and Harvick this week are both on the fringe of that. Both guys I really like. Chase Elliott I also like. The only play that I would really be willing to take a gamble on in the mid-range would be Paul Maynard. I just think he's got enough upside at the 14 spot to get you where you need to get. But other than that, I'm good on all these guys up top. Like I don't want three, Larson or Boyer or Hamlin or Busch. They're just too high up in the race. So they don't really get any upside from the place differential. So just something I figured I'd get on here and talk to you guys about. I know a lot of people have really enjoyed my channel. I love all the support I get. I'll give you a link in the description. You can try out DFS Tools 30 days for $1 for sports like MLB, NBA, NFL, and NHL. So I'll leave that in the description below. There was nothing really relative to my affiliate today for NASCAR. But I'll still leave that down there because I want to give you guys all the opportunities to have all the best tools in the industry. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And have yourselves a fun Sunday, fun day.